Mohammed, hello.
Hello, how are you?
How are you?
Fine,
Ah, who asked first? You or me?
fine.
Yeah, good, good. How was your weekend?
Yeah, it was really great. I learned a lot of Belgium, about the history of Belgium,
What did you learn?
about the history of Belgium. You know the history
Yeah,
of
yeah,
Belgium?
what? Yeah.
About the king of
Ah,
Belgium. You know the building of the king in the Royal Place.
I think so. Is that the right? So I'm from the UK, so I don't know. But is it where the little ornaments with the water coming out?
Yes, where is like in the center, you know?
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
What I learned, there is a building of the king, the house
yeah.
of the king, I would say, where he is working. In
Okay.
front, directly from door to
Yeah.
the door of parliament, where
Okay.
people they vote in the parliament, and then they
Yeah.
bring the document directly in the same street to
Ah.
to the house of the king. So
Oh, they
that
just walk it.
yes, so that there is no barrier. The door,
Ah.
front the door.
Do they have to walk the streets like from one building to
Yes.
the other? Now, you say there's no barrier, but if there's a lot of tourists there, I would imagine it's a bit of a problem.
No, but it's like the story about this how because I choked the door front door is
Yeah.
like facing the front door of the parliament, the
Interesting.
the door of the king, so that the king has not been voted, is has been
Mm.
selected, but the parliament people has been selected by voting, so that
Interesting.
people they will vote, and then it's very important communication,
Interesting.
less barrier,
Okay.
less communication. Yeah, and also about the
Okay.
flag, and I give for the tourists. I learned it and then I practiced it with Italian. She told me I went to Kingdom, United Kingdom, they have the same thing. When there's a
Yeah.
flag, that means he's inside the country. When there's no flag, he's outside of the country.
Got you. That was really interesting.
Yes.
Hmm.
Every Saturday,
Okay.
every Sunday.
So you like history?
Of course. I am
You say,
Belgium.
of course, not everyone that like history.
No, I am Belgium. I have to learn the history of Belgium.
Mm. Nice. Okay. Interesting. Um. Okay. Let's do this, Mohammed. So I'll tell you a little bit about the role, then I have some questions for you. Okay.
Okay.
If the role sounds interesting, great. I'll ask you questions. If it sounds boring or not for you, we can finish early.
Okay. That's really
Cool.
great. To the point.
Okay. I like that. Yeah. Well, if it's boring, I can. Oh, Maite, you okay?
Hi, sorry for my late arrival.
Mohammed, do you mind if Maite joins the call?
No problem. Why not?
Okay. So what I was saying, Mohammed, is we are basically looking for a SDR to join us, right? So what an SDR means, it means different things to different tech companies, but for us, it's basically someone who books meetings for the account executives. So the account executive is the one that basically does the demonstrations. They're the ones that do the negotiations with the end user. The SDR is basically setting them all up on calls. So it's an entry level sales role where you are setting up and booking meetings for the account executives. So the way that you are, say, measured or KPI'd, whatever you want to call it, is the amount of bookings you basically do, and then if they actually turn up.
Turn to the lead. You mean?
Well, yes and no, right? So in some SDRs, they will evaluate you if, let's say, I don't know what the number is, but let's say that it's 10 bookings per week, 10 like meetings per week that you've booked. I don't know what the number is, just keep that in mind, but let's just use it as 10. So if you just book the 10 and 10 people turn up on the call, then you get the bonus. It doesn't make a difference if they actually buy or not. Only thing you have to do is get 10 people that are, let's say, you can't get 10 random people, right? Like you can't go on the street and just get 10 randomers, right?
Of course.
They have to be like people in a certain position. But if you get 10 people who are in a certain position to turn up and they actually turn up, then you get your bonus and that's it.
Okay.
not saying you don't care what happens afterwards, but for your bonus, that's all you care about.
Okay, but like which sector? Like which like what I understand is like B2B first. So
Correct.
that is not with a small people or say no, with companies.
No. So yeah, so we're a CRM company, right? So anyone that basically any business that use, like you said, a B2B company, right? Any company that uses a CRM or they don't even use a CRM, we are targeting them. So it could be from a physiotherapist to the biggest tech company you can think of.
Okay.
Yeah.
The CRM that they are using in your company, which
So we are a, so we provide CRM software.
okay, not like you sell the solution of like Microsoft.
We kind of do that. So obviously Microsoft, let's say Microsoft sells Outlook. Yeah.
Because
So Google obviously gives everything for free, right? They make their money off the people that use the system, and then they sell your data. Microsoft is a little bit different. They say, let's just say Outlook by itself, and then you just basically purchase the Outlook, and then you have access to the software. Then we do that, but it's a different type of software.
okay, 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 sound
Does that make
interesting.
sense?
Yeah, yeah. Because in Belgium, it's very saturated. I can tell you there is Odoo where
There is Odoo.
they can integrate a lot of
Mm-hmm.
stuff within one system, so that I buy this model of Odoo and then I think you pay 300 euro for all package. I think so.
Mm-hmm.
But you will receive for every ticket support you will pay for it,
Exactly.
and their money comes from ticket support mainly.
Mm. So it's like anything, right? You basically can you change the offering. So the offering is different from every company. You have other competitors, but it's kind of like when you go to the shop. There's not just one drink you can buy, right? There's about 50 drinks you can buy.
Yes,
Yeah, it just depends what drink you like.
yes, yes, right.
Mm. Cool. So
Okay.
the question I had, Mohammed, is why sales? Why are you looking to go into sales? So if I look at your LinkedIn page, right, like when I'm looking to open to work, it says job titles: business consulting, business analyst, functional consultant, SAP functional consultant, Scrum Master. So why are we on the call, Mohammed?
You know why I'm the call? It's very simple,
I
Yossi.
hit me.
Yeah, I will hit you because the communication. Where
Mm,
for me the most interesting point that I would say is the communication in the different language.
mm,
Where I have the ability to communicate in French, Dutch,
mm,
English, even Arabic, my mother tongue,
mm, mm,
where they can be sell it in the Middle East also, which is now is very growth market. You know,
mm,
maybe you feel like no, it's not the market that we are targeted, but I believe there they
mm,
have a lot of very developed companies that you can
mm,
sell for it.
mm,
Yeah. So that the first point when I look for the sales and the negotiation skills, I have to
mm,
negotiate because I worked in shops where I have to sell
mm,
clothes.
mm,
It's the same concept at the end. It is a product,
mm,
and I have to understand the value, and then you adapt this value for the customer. Okay,
mm.
it's not just selling. I'm not selling just CRM. I'm selling
Yep.
to you value.
Mm,
The main point came how you will communicate and how you will. Everyone is different. Like every company is different. Yeah.
mm,
So that I would I apply for this because I want to apply this kind of competencies to grow up, so that the business start by understanding the business needs. So that when I
mm,
look to business analyst, the first and the main task of business analyst or business consulting, understanding the business need and the requirement.
mm,
And
mm,
then these skills will open your mind to understand the other stuff from like
mm,
requirement, like writing requirement like for Scrum, for agile. It depends like
Mhm.
which program do you use, and
Mhm.
you process modeling where you have to optimize the process. Okay, they have inefficiency of number of disorder. Why it happened
Mhm.
by CRM? I imagine that there is value proposition by
Mhm.
visualizing the data,
Mhm.
customization, where also is competitive market, where there is Salesforce also.
Mhm.
Salesforce, Microsoft, Odoo, each country has different solution. So
Mhm.
that for me, I try to understand more about your company so that I have more knowledge and more values too. I can share it or I can understand how it will works. If I
Mhm.
don't have enough knowledge or information,
Mhm.
I will not be able to convince the other or about the
Mhm.
values.
Mhm. Mhm. So the sales experience that you have is, you said you're working in a shop. So what kind of things were you selling? What I'm trying to get to is, do you have experience in terms of, so there's different types of sales, right? You could, like you said, you could be in a shop, and then the
Yeah.
marketing for the shop. The marketing for the shop is obviously the shop front, right? So
I
you have literally a physical store, right? So people walk past, they see things, they walk in, right?
I
So that's what one type of sales. The other type of sales is, because it's online, there is no physical shop, right? So we have to do either marketing to go online, and then hopefully they say yes. They see the ad online, they say yes. The problem here is, or the difference or the challenge is, if we do marketing and then someone says, actually, they see the adverts and they say, yes, I have that problem, they put their hand up, they apply. Those people, let's call them leads, they go straight through to the account executives because they've already identified they have a problem, right? They've already said yes, and then they'll book a meeting straight with the account executive. The thing with the SDR is, we're basically contacting people who have no idea about it. They have no idea about, say, efficy. They might have a CRM or they might not. So it's obviously a different pitch. But the point is, the SDR is 100% new business. So let's just play the. If I was you, I would just think hypothetically, no one knows who we are, and they might have a CRM, but we need to explain to them why our CRM is different, right? So, do you have experience in that way, in terms of outbound new
out
business?
like
How do we get people to basically come on board?
yeah, outbound marketing I can tell you theoretically, but on hands experience, no,
Okay,
clearly.
fair enough. No, no, I'd rather have you say that. So
Because I
that's
just finished my study.
yeah, 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 cool. But going back to my previous point, right? Like, what do you want to do, Mohammed? So put it like this: the reason I'm asking, right? So we're a growing company. We've got 50 roles that we're hiring right now. So next month there'll be another 50. Yeah. So this is an entry level sales role, and what I'm trying to get to is what you want to do, because you've done your masters, right, in corporate finance and market branding. You've obviously done some internships with Bain, which is obviously a massive consulting company. Your job titles you're looking for is business consulting, business analyst. So why not go for that route? And we might have an entry level business consulting role coming up. Like, I'm trying to offer you two doors, right?
Yeah, I
Do you want to
understand.
do the business
I
consulting
understand.
route or the sales route?
Yeah, yeah. Because for me, I like what I face it. The communication is really important, and where
Mm-hmm,
you have a lot of communication and build your personality, where you have to
mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
adapt, understand different mindset, different people, different regional country.
mm-hmm,
Where in the business analyst or functional, it will be less, where there is more
mm-hmm,
technical stuff. You will be
mm-hmm,
working with user experience, something like this. So that for
mm-hmm,
me, I would start by this kind of position, so that I will have the ability to understand more about business than I have is not just accumulating knowledge of business, but on practice. I triggered their pains, and their pains I transfer to the solution.
mm-hmm,
You
mm-hmm.
understand what I mean?
That's it. I do.
Yeah.
Okay. And how's your Dutch? Now, by the way, before I ask you the question, I don't speak a lick of Dutch, so I can't
You
test
will
you.
never test me until you speak Dutch.
Ah, Well,
Ik kan
what's
bad in
yep.
Nederlands, maar je zal hem niet verstaan. Sta je mee?
Ah, okay. I'll
Ik
take you
kan
on your
zeggen,
word.
I have B2 in Dutch. Now I am going for, I'm following C1,
Mhm.
but at the same time, I have my volunteer project in Belgium where I help the old people for digital
Mhm.
service,
Mhm.
for
Nice.
like a doctor helper
Yeah.
for whole
Okay.
Brussels. I am the responsible
Mhm.
for 70 center in Brussels,
Mhm.
and I have
Okay.
like a website, and then we help. My
Mhm.
client, I would say, they are mostly Flemish.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that I don't have any problem in language. French, même
Mhm.
je parle français beaucoup
Mhm.
aussi. Like I speak French, and all this language I learned it, which is
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
me a bonus that I am always curious to learn when we start the conversation. Why you want to learn? Why you want to study about history or something?
Mm.
I will always like to understand behind the things. Okay, I am
Mhm.
Belgium. I just get nationality last
Mm.
month, and I receive
Congratulations.
yeah, thank you. And I receive invitation by the commune
Mm.
municipality
Mm.
to give a presentation. What positive impact I had
Mhm.
it to the community, which is I had a
Mm.
lot of initiative to make
Mhm.
positive impact for the community. Where
Mhm.
also there is a lot of problem here because some people they speak French, some people they don't speak Dutch. But
Mhm.
for me, I'm easy busy person. I
Mm.
try. You speak Dutch, go for it. In
Mm.
Dutch, speak French, go for it. I
Mm.
adapt based on the person and their mindset because it's totally different. They are not the same.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
this is what I can
Okay.
tell you briefly.
All right. If I called your, say, the people you study with, friends and family, how would they describe you, Mohammed?
Um, I'm so communicative, friendly person where I share my plates. I cook a lot.
Mm.
I cook a lot and I share my plates with other people.
Are you a good cook?
Yes, I have my YouTube channel.
You actually?
Yes.
What is it? Share it in the chat. I'll have a look at it afterwards.
Okay. And
Good for you.
I have drones. I make videos by drones.
All right. Send it to the chat. I'll have a look later.
Yeah, why not? Maybe you
Yeah. Yeah.
can.
Sure.
Yeah, this is what you can describe me. What you want to know about my weakness point.
No, I'll get to that, but I think it's more around like obviously you're starting off your career, right? But like what I'm trying to get to is what are you like in terms of what gets you going?
Trigger.
What's the th yeah, like what's the thing that gets you going? What's the thing like not where you want to be in 5 years because you'll figure that out as you go along. But what's the thing that gets you going that you're like, yes, that's me.
I always ask myself what I have to learn today. As today
Mm-hmm.
now the market is so changing fast and I have to
Mm,
adapt. Like today I learned this tool, okay, tomorrow there is better tool than this tool. And
mm,
certain points provoke me, but I say
mm,
okay. I have a mindset of competing. I don't like to lose.
mm-hmm,
I don't
mm-hmm,
like to lose even when I do sport, when I play
mm-hmm,
football. If I saw my team they are losing, I fight with them. I don't like this kind of thing. I go
mm-hmm,
following the ball and I fight to
mm,
put the goals. I don't like to lose.
mm,
Even when I run, someone try to compete with me.
mm,
Even I'm sick, but I told him, "You never ever,
mm,
you will beat me," because
mm,
like this, I grew up with fighting because my life was
mm,
not easy. My life was
mm,
not easy, and I grew up with this mindset. It's in certain point helped me a lot to how to be
mm,
resilient because
mm,
I came from Palestine originally,
mm,
where I lost my family, but
mm,
more or less I keep fighting because I have message and mission to deliver positive vibe for
mm,
people. So that's what I'm telling you. When I do something, I try to share it with other people.
mm-hmm. Well, let's flip it then. You mentioned obviously, so you're resilient, you're happy, you got good
Yes.
vibes. What are the things you can improve on, Mohammed?
what I can improve.
Or what would your friends say? What would everyone else say that you need to improve on? Because everyone's got blind spots,
Of
right?
course, of course. Uh, what I improve certain point sometimes like I do a lot of thing for people and I
Mhm.
expect to give me back. This is not
Mhm.
good.
Mhm.
Which is I try to understand you give and don't expect
Mhm.
nothing from other people.
Mhm.
From the beginning, you give it okay. That you give it by your heart, not
Mhm.
after 4 years. You helped him for years, and then this person one time you told him no, they will tell you they are start complaining about you, and then
Mhm.
yeah, this sometimes I find it so nice, but certain point how to be I would change in my I would really change to be balanced, to say no
Mhm.
and to say yes, not to be opened.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay. Um. Ba-ba-da-bum. Salary. One me to check. Did we share with you what the salary for the role was, Mohammed? The initial. Yes, I think we did. The initial message. So we're offering 2,800 to 3,000 per year as a basic salary, and then if you hit your bonus, it's 8K on top. Does that work for you, sir?
uh, 2000.
2,800.
Yeah, your base is net or pret.
Oh no, gross. So that's gross. So let's say 3,000 gross per month.
Okay. Okay.
Does that work for you?
Yes, you pay a lot of
Top man.
tax. You pay half of it for the government.
I know. I know. Listen, yeah, it's the same in the UK. Um, okay.
You are based in Belgium.
No, I'm based in the UK, buddy.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah. That's why I was interested when you talked about flags earlier. So that's why I understood.
Okay, okay. It's really
So that's
cool.
why I was asking about the Belgian thing because I'm not there. That's why.
Yeah. Here in Belgium, people like is there is a lot of complicity, but at the end, they are living peacefully, which is I really like this value. How much they have differences, but the main value for them, compromise,
Mm-hmm.
like to compromise. They try to give up and take, give and take,
Mm-hmm.
as
Mm-hmm.
we have here one part very rich and one part
Mm-hmm.
poor, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
which is a Flander who speaks Dutch,
Mm-hmm.
so that is more worthily than who speak French, because
Yes.
all
Mm-hmm.
industry in the Flemish part.
Mm-hmm. I heard that. I heard that. Um, okay. Do you have any questions for me, Mohammed, before I explain to you the next steps?
Yeah. mm, at this point, I have a question about how the career growth it works in your company.
Yes. Good question. So SDR, that's the basically starting sales role. And then from there, you probably have to be an SDR, I would say 1.5, 2 years. That would be my guess. Once you've done that, you've got multiple routes, right? So you can either go from an SDR to a senior SDR, and then you could be the team lead or the manager of the SDRs. Yeah, that's one route. The second route is you start SDR, you become senior SDR, and then you move to account executive.
Okay.
Yeah. So obviously you stay in sales. Yeah. The other route you can do is you can go from SDR, and instead of doing account executive, which is 100% new business, you could go to account management, where you're managing the clients. So the clients that already pay us, you manage those clients.
Like
So
supporting.
yeah, yeah, exactly. There are multiple routes you can take it. Um, it just depends what you really want to do. Really, it just about, and you won't really know until you start doing it and working it out a little bit. But there are multiple routes to
Okay.
move forward with.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
Yeah. Anything else?
And about like You already started in Belgium? You have some client in Belgium?
Yeah, so the company's from, well, it's been there for multiple years.
Ah, in Belgium.
So we've got offices around Europe, but the headquarters is in Brussels.
Ah, okay, cool.
Mm.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So next steps. So obviously I've got your CV, I've got my notes. I'll submit you now. So the hiring manager usually takes like a day, 2 days to get back to me to say. So obviously I'm interviewing a lot of candidates. I've got another 4 candidates I'm speaking to today. Once I've spoken to them, I submit all the details. They then review it. Then they let me know how they want to proceed. If it's a yes, then I will submit. Or you'll basically schedule you will call with the hiring manager. If it's a no, I'll explain why. Obviously,
Okay.
I'll explain what their thoughts are.
Okay, no problem. I am very open
Alrighty,
for it. Yes.
no worries. All right, Mohammed, enjoy your day. It was
You
lovely speaking to
too.
you.
Have a nice
And
day. It's a
send me
pleasure.
that YouTube channel. I want to have a look.
Yeah, now wait, just wait a second.
Alrighty.
Uh,
Do me a favor, Mohammed. Just ping it to me on email because I got to jump on another call in 2 minutes.
okay. No problem. Okay, have a nice day.
Same to you, Mohammed. See you now.
Bye.
Bye bye. Bye bye.
Bye.